bad Teen Wolf, and welcome to Werewolf Wednesdays. Let's get this show started. Sorry. Kate Beckinsale is perfection in every sense of the word. She is an excellent actress. She is gorgeous, just astounding, and just a huge reason that I adore these Underworld movies. Oh god. But, alright, I'll get that out of my system. She's amazing, gorgeous, all that. I love it. But how are the Underworld movies on their own? Let's start from the top. Underworld introduces us to this idea of this war going on centuries between werewolves, between lycans and vampires, and it's definitely a creative idea. The way it's filmed, the way it's shot, the color tone it takes, almost black and white. It looks really, really good. All the characters are great. Bill Nighy is absolutely memorable in these movies. The CG might be a little bit dated, but thankfully they do use a lot of practical effects, and that is points up there. Official rating for Underworld is a 4 out of 5. And then there's Underworld Evolution, and I just think this takes it to a whole nother level. You've got the ultimate werewolf, the first of its kind, and the ultimate vampire. These two in the past were brothers, and they have been separated throughout all these years. It's such a cool idea. You see the story progress, the characters are still just as badass as you remember them. And then you get some really cool action scenes with this legitimate vampire, not the sparkly kind of vampire. This is a real vampire here in these movies. And once you see the original werewolf, that is a motherfucking boss right there. Tons of memorable and cool moments. Moments just kick ass all around. This one I like better than the first one. My official rating for Underworld Evolution is a 4.5 out of 5. Then comes my favorite of them all. And that's saying something, because I was thinking that without Kate Beckinsale, how could this prequel be good? Underworld Rise of the Lycans does so many things right. It builds up this incredibly dark and miserable past for the Lycan kind. Werewolves were oppressed. It's just such a cool idea. And the first romance between Lycan and vampire, the whole forbidden thing, is played out really well. The whole conflict, the ultimate clash between Lycan, werewolf, and vampire. Such badassery all around. The story, the characters, just everything flows perfectly. This is how you do a prequel, guys. This is absolutely amazing. I like it better than all the rest of the Underworld movies, and that is saying a lot. My official rating for Underworld Rise of the Lycans is 100% 5 out of 5. Oh god, I love this. After years of waiting, we finally get another sequel with Kate Beckinsale, Underworld Awakening. And is it any good? It's good, but not great. Even though this was a recent film, the CG looks worse than it did in the previous movies at some points. Like, sometimes it looks really good, sometimes it's just, you just should have went with practical there. They still do use practical effects here and there, but not as often as they should. There are still some really badass moments throughout, but the story, some of the moments of action just don't make a lick of sense whatsoever. But since it's Kate Beckinsale doing it, and she's giving it her all throughout this entire movie, more so than some of the characters through here, she is the glue that holds this movie together. If it wasn't for her, this movie would have fallen completely flat. Since it had some good moments, and Kate Beckinsale did hold up really strongly throughout the entire thing. But honestly, my official rating for Underworld Awakening is a 3.5 out of 5. Not the best of the whole bunch of them. So that has been my review of all the Underworld movies, and I cannot wait for what they do with the next one. It better make up for Awakening. Promise me. Please, God. This has been a Werewolf Wednesday, and we'll see you next time on Team Epic Force.